She was still in her teens when she decided to move out of her house to be with her lover. She assumed that she was doing the right thing and fought for her partner all along. But her belief in love turned out to be a nightmare. Take a look at this teenager who went behind her lover and lost her life.
July 4th, 2014. Muni Reddy layout. It was just another day in Muni Reddy layout in Ramurthy Nagar police station limits until the news of a dead body being found spread like wildfire. The deceased was a resident of the same area and she was identified as 19-year-old Aishwarya. Well, Aishwarya came from a wealthy family, but the place where she was found dead was nothing but a shed. Yes, Aishwarya was found dead under mysterious circumstances inside an under-construction building in Muni Reddy layout. There was not a single person from her family around her except for her so-called lover and his parents. Foreseeing trouble, Manikant, Aishwarya's partner, called her family members and informed them about this tragic incident. And within minutes, Aishwarya's family reached the spot only to see their beloved girl lying lifeless.
ಎಂಟು ತಿಂಗಳಾಯ್ತು ಅವ್ಳು ಹೋಗಿ ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 8 ತಿಂಗಳಾಯ್ತು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವಾಗ ಶುಕ್ರವಾರ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 9 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ಮಣಿಗಂಠನ್ ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಗ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗಿ ನಾನು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಲು, ಬಂದು ನೋಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ದ ಸರ್. ಹೋದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮನೇನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ವಾಚ್ಮನ್ ಶೆಡ್ಡು, ಆ ಶೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಇವರು. ಅದು ಫ್ಲಾಟ್ ಹೆಸರು ನಂಬರು ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಸೀದಾ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ. ನೆಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ್ನ ಮಲಗಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಹೋಗೋಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ನೇನೊಂದು ಬಿಚ್ಚು ನೆಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಸಮೇತ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಳದು ಬಟ್ಟೆಗೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಹಾಕಿದಾರ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಇವರೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು. ಅವನೇನು ಹಾಕೋಕ್ಕೆ ನೇತ್ರನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಐಟು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಶೆಡ್ಡು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಅದೇ ಇವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ನ್ಯಾಯ ಬೇಕು. ಇವರೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ನಾನು ಗ್ಯಾರಂಟಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ.
So who was Aishwarya? Why did this girl from a wealthy family call a temporary shed her home? And who was responsible for her death? We'll tell it all. 19-year-old Aishwarya, as we said, came from a wealthy family. She lived a life of luxury in her spacious house on Krishna Temple Road in Indiranagar. The girl, along with her family, also owned a commercial complex. Aishwarya's life was all colourful and one that of comfort and luxury. Though all looked fine from the exterior, this girl probably was suffering from within, and more in her personal life. In the year 1998, Aishwarya and her 2 siblings lost both their parents, Tyagraj and Julie, to a fatal road accident. Now this came as a big blow to the then little Aishwarya. But Aishwarya's life was not that hunky-dory. She and her siblings were taken care of by their dad's brother, Shiv Kumar, and his wife, Caroline.
ಮನೆಗೆ 3 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸರ್. ಅಲ್ಲದಲ್ಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡವಳು ಜಯಂತಿ, ಎರಡನೇ ಅವಳು ಗೌತಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹುಡುಗ, ಮೂರನೇ ಅವಳು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಹುಡುಗಿ PUC ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಇಯರ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಹುಡುಗನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಅವನ ಮತ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು ಅವನ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಬಾಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅವನ ಜೊತೆನೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಲು ಸರ್.
Shiv Kumar and Caroline did everything possible to give the 3 devastated children a comfortable life. Along with taking good care of them, the one thing they stressed upon was their education. Aishwarya was admitted to a residential school and she would visit their house every month. Meanwhile, Aishwarya and her siblings got along very well with Shiv Kumar and Caroline. All was fine in this new family. Aishwarya grew up and finished with her pre-university. But on her completion, she expressed a desire to work rather than study further. Shiv Kumar and Caroline, who did everything to keep the children happy, agreed to Aishwarya's wish. As per her plans, Aishwarya even found a job for herself. She even got a little lucky as some of her friends joined at her workplace.
ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಳು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಲು ನಾನು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ದ ಮಣಿಕಂಠನಿಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ 2 ವರ್ಷ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ಳು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವನು ಪುನಃ ಅವನೇ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕರ್ಸಿ ಇವಳು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು 8 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, 8 ತಿಂಗಳಿಂದ ಸಂಬಳ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು. ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಯಾವುದೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಗಾರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡೋರು ಅವರಪ್ಪ ಅವರಮ್ಮ ಗಾರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆ ಹುಡುಗ ಏನು ಪೇಂಟಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತೆ ಇವಳ ತಿಂಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಳ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದು.
Aishwarya was all happy about her life as she was permitted to live life on her own terms. And that's when Shiv Kumar and Caroline realized that they were losing control over their teenager niece. One day it even became definite as Aishwarya came up to them and spoke about her only desire in life. And this only desire of Aishwarya came as a big blow to Shiv Kumar and Caroline. What was Aishwarya's desire? Why was it like a bitter pill for Shiv Kumar and Caroline? Well, Aishwarya's only desire was to have a live-in relationship with her boyfriend Manikant. Shiv Kumar and Caroline, on learning this, were shell-shocked. But they were shocked beyond belief when Aishwarya narrated about her lover boy, his background, and their love story. It's not just Aishwarya's paternal uncle and aunt. Even you might be shocked listening to this story. The reason being, Aishwarya's boyfriend was the son of a construction worker. Forget about luxuries. He didn't even have a permanent roof over his head. He used to live with his parents at a temporary shed at an under construction site in Ramurthy Nagar. Listening to this, Shiv Kumar and Caroline shuddered with fear as to what would be the teen's future. But there was little that they could do. Aishwarya had made up her mind to stay with Manikant, and she wouldn't listen to either Shiv Kumar or Caroline. In fact, the couple tried their best to convince the young girl to change her mind, but to no avail. In no time, Aishwarya gave up her luxurious life and moved into Manikant's temporary shed in Munireddy layout. From days to weeks, it became months. By now, Aishwarya got used to living in a temporary shed. The family that was worried for her future could not do anything but just hope that she was doing well. But there was one person in the family who could not resist but pay a visit to her 2 months back. Her brother-in-law who visited her at the shed returned home with a heavy heart. He updated the rest of the family on her pathetic living conditions. On listening to Aishwarya's pitiable state, the rest of her family members decided to meet her. By now, even Aishwarya wanted to meet her family that she had left for her beloved Manikant. She had learned that life was far better in her paternal house than in the temporary shed. But Manikant's family was not keen on having Aishwarya's family at their door. Meanwhile, Aishwarya's family was adamant on meeting her despite her several refusals. And one fine day, Aishwarya gave in to their demand. She decided to text her aunt and seek pardon for her rude behavior. She even gave in to Caroline's demand to meet her. Caroline, who was more than happy about meeting Aishwarya, decided to buy clothes for her. Finally, after months of staying away, Caroline and Aishwarya met each other. Within minutes into the conversation, Caroline sensed that everything was not fine with Aishwarya. With one curious question after the other, Caroline got the exact picture of Aishwarya's new life. And that was not very different from what Caroline and her husband had expected it to be. Aishwarya was suffering. She was suffering miserably, but she was not in a position to return home.
Aishwarya might have moved in as per her wishes, but even after staying with her partner Manikant for many months, why was she not married to him? We tell you that here.
Aishwarya had met Caroline after months, and at this juncture she poured out her heart. Caroline seized this opportunity and took Aishwarya to a place where she could speak without a fear of Manikant and his family. Slowly the truth came out. Aishwarya was being tortured and physically abused at Manikant's place. Manikant and his father were habitual drunkards. They would return home every evening in an inebriated state and abuse her. Manikant's father would also speak to her in foul language, something that was totally new to this girl. Not just that, Manikant's parents were on the lookout for another girl for their son, for want of dowry. Meanwhile, Manikant was getting more possessive about Aishwarya with each passing day. That's when Aishwarya realized that she was not in the right place and wanted to move out of the house.
ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರು ಬಾಲ್ ಬೇಕಂತ ನಮ್ದು ಮನೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಇರೋದು, ಇವಳು ಅವಳ ಹತ್ರ ಬಾಲ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅದು ಮನೇನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ವಾಚ್ಮನ್ ಶೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಾಲ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. ಬಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು, ಸಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಳು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಲ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಾಗಿದ್ರು, ಆ ಥರ ಹಠ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ನೇಣು ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಸಾಯ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ಳು ಬಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ನ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರೇನೋ ಬೇರೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ನೋಡಿ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಇವಳು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಇವಳು ಯಾಕಂತ ಅವ್ಳು ಶೀಲನು ಅವ್ನು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟ, ಶೀಲನು ಕಟ್ಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ವರದಕ್ಷಿಣೆ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿ ತೊಂದರೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವನೇ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು.
She neither had the happiness of living with her lover, nor she had any control over the salary she earned. Now, she badly wanted to move out of Manikant's place, but that wouldn't be easy for her. The reason? An extremely possessive Manikant. But what is the story behind Aishwarya and Manikant? Was Manikant the same since the days of their courtship? Well, let's tell you how it all started. Aishwarya and Manikant had met each other for the first time at Methodist Mission High School, where they were studying together. They remained in touch even after school and throughout college. From just texting each other to meeting and then going out on dates, the duo soon had decided that they wanted to live together.
ಇಬ್ರು ಒಂದೇ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅವನು ಮೆಥಡಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಷನ್ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಂತ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಬ್ರು ಕಾಮರಾಜ್ ರೋಡ್ ಶಿವಾಜಿನಗರಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿಬ್ರು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಓದಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದಾನೇ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆಗಿರೋದು ಇಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಶಾಲೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 10th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಅವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಗೆ ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಆ ಫೋನ್ ಕಾನ್ವರ್ಸೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಲವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟರ್ನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ತುಂಬ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿ, ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕಡೆ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿ, ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇಟಿಯಾಗಿ ತುಂಬ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೋಯಿತು. ಆಯಿತು, ನಾವು ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ನಾವು ರೆಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಅವನೇ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇವಳು ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಲು. ಮನೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗಿದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಳು 8 ತಿಂಗಳು ಅವನ ಜೊತೆನೇ ಇದ್ಲು. ಅವ್ರು ಮದುವೆನೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಆ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆ, ಆ ಹುಡುಗನ ತಂದೆ, ಹುಡುಗನ ತಾಯಿ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮದುವೆನೇ ಮಾಡಿಸಿಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗಿಗೆ. ಹಂಗೆ 8 ತಿಂಗಳು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. 8 ತಿಂಗಳು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಬ್ರೇವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ಲು, 8 ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ಬ್ರೇವ್ ಆಗಿದ್ಲು. ಈಗ ನಿನ್ನೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 8 ಮಂತ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, ಈ ಥರ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವಳು ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿರೋಕೆ ಅವಳು ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅವಳು ತುಂಬ ಬ್ರೇವ್, ಬೋಲ್ಡ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜಗಳ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿರೋರು. ನಾವು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೇ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಹುಡುಗನ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೇ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಳು ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಆ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿನ ಹ್ಯಾಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿರ್ಬೇಕು. ವಿ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡನ್ ಬೈ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ಯಾರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ.